What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up, hobby? Sunday morning in New York City. It is day 3 of Fanatics Fest. I'm exhausted, man. I am mentally, I could go all the time, but physically, boy, this stuff just wears on an old man's body. Where do I start? Great time. Warning, I'm going to make some adult comments in this video. So get your kids out of the room. I find it crazy that people are trying to compare um, a blowjob to regular sex. They're both great. I mean, they're both phenomenal, right? I mean, do you not enjoy both? Isn't there time for one, time for the other? Sometimes you get both, but they're phenomenal, right? They're two separate things. They're two wonderful, pleasurable experiences. And again, I'm not going to say that again. So you have to rewind the tape if you missed what I said, my comparison there. That is Fanatics Fest and the National. The National is the first. Fanatics Fest is the best. And that it depends on who you are. Some people might like the first more than the second, right? Just that's how life is. We enjoy pleasures. I love Fanatics Fest. I found my jam. I could see coming this on a regular basis. I really, really had a great time this year. If you remember last year, I was extremely critical of Fanatics Fest. It's probably the only influencer with like, a few hundred people watching who said that it was a bust. And it wasn't a bust, but in my opinion, they did not deliver on a lot last year. This year, unbelievable. Freaking unbelievable. Now, there were little issues. I mean, there were a lot more lines. I made a video telling you that's going to be crazy. But just so many, I don't know, great things. Neo did a great video. I agree with his comments. Who else did one? I think Neo was the one talking about leveling up. Here's some of my highlights. I'm going to kind of go through day by day. If anybody's live wants to ask questions, be happy. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. I have no idea why. I hope we're live. I would even ask you, can you hear me? Can you see me? God knows. Okay, making a video to no one right now. So hopefully this is going through. But again, I'm not seeing chat here. Okay, so first thing, I got here Thursday night. I went in the morning to Will Call to pick up my badge at, I think around 8-ish. Very, very, very long lines just for the Will Call. I mean, I think I waited an hour. I think it started around 8 and probably got into the building around 9-ish, which still meant there was another hour before I could get in as a guest member. I was a standard ticket holder. I'll just kind of show these things. I actually dig these things. I start collecting them. Here's the 3-day ticket pass. So I had that. I did get a VIP pass though. I'll explain why that was so critical. So first day, by the time I got in, all the VIPs were in. In fact, the first person I ran into was Paul Hickey, with Sports Card Strategy Show. Big fan. Saw him last year. Saw him again this year. Had a really good time talking to him. Met Lefty for the first time. Shout out Lefty. Hopefully you had a great trip back. Lefty sold me his VIP pass. He was only there for Friday. So Saturday said he was out. So I bought this from him, which was great because the next day I used this on Saturday morning to get in at 9 and just such a difference. My point of that real quickly is that there were a lot of people there on Friday. Okay. A lot of people on Friday and a lot of lines. And we all talked then about how, boy, Saturday's going to be crazy if Saturday's already sold out. In fact, on Friday, there were people out actually scalping tickets. Like as I was walking in, people like, hey, we're buying badges, looking for 3-day passes, Saturday passes. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, they were scalping at the Javits Center Fanatics Fest passes. Also, lots of marketing here, like in the city, the local news is talking about Fanatics Fest. And again, the reason is this event really is about celebrities. It's about celebrities and sports figures and pop culture. Cards come along. In fact, I was thinking some taglines like the Nationals for collectors, Fanatics Fest is for fanatics, collectors welcome. It's just they're two totally different events. And I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, go spend your money on Fanatics Fest over National. No, you do you, boo. You do you. Like I will tell you, I will be at the National again this year, but I'll probably be there for a few days. National's not my jam to spend 5 days at. It's a long time to spend away from family for me. But this was awesome. Really just a great time. I will say I do regret second year in a row did not bring any kids with me, any of my children. Probably will do that next year. Probably will bring up, one or more little ones. Okay, so Friday, things for me. First of all, here's a couple things. EQL, the EQL drops. Takeaways. If you registered for EQL, you most likely got 2, if not all 3 of the drops. And real quickly, you had the racing box, you have the Travis Scott box, and you have the Series 2 box, right? All three of these. I mean, you basically got them. And what I really love this year is that you can only get one. There's no waiting in line for another one. There's no competition. Some guys get 12 and you only got one, right? You get your EQL, you get it, you pick it up, and you're done. It was efficient. What I was surprised by, here's what really shocked me. There were a lot of people that I spoke to who were paying members, right? They had a pass that never registered for EQL. Like they didn't even try. Which makes me think to myself, wow, why? Like, was it too complicated? Was there not notification on how to go through that? Most people talked about did not seem upset about it. It was not their driver. In fact, that's another, light moment that I had is that, for me, one of the big takeaways that I wanted in Fanatics Fest was these event exclusive items, right? That's why I came last year. That's why I came this year. I was critical. I think it's boring. There's only 3. I wish there were more this year, but there will be more next year because they're going to have football next year. They're going to have basketball next year. So there will be more. I hope they keep this EQL system. It also makes me think to myself, next year you'll see people buying the tickets. Like, for example, not necessarily tickets, but when you registered, you got an email with your ticket and it had a confirmation code. I could see people selling their confirmation codes next year, pre-registering, so other people get the EQL drops. Like, they just seem to me like, I don't know. I'm shocked that everybody did so well in the EQL. I think next year there'll be more disappointment, I guess is what I'm warning. I saw my buddy, he flipped his box as soon as he bought it. Bought this for like $560 and he turned around and sold it for $1,250. I thought about it. I have not. I do not know what I'm doing yet. I enjoyed them. I did pick up these, although I don't think these were a great deal, but for $50, I actually thought this might be a neat little thing to hold on to. These are the Fanatics Fest. There are some Fanatics Fest exclusive hits in them, not guaranteed. I think the odds are better than last year. Last year, I think the Chrome boxes were 1 in 6 blasters had a hit. This year, I don't think it's that way. I didn't see odds on it, but really, really enjoyed that. Let me move this over here for a second. Also, because Friday, I got my Player's Choice box. I do like this box a lot. I think it's smaller. It seems to be shorter. I'll compare it when I get home. Seems like, there's 101s in this year. Very clear chases in this, where last year was kind of wasn't clear on what was in there and what were the autographs for and so forth. Very, very cool. I'm actually going to go back today and get some pictures of what those exclusives are. That's one I really like. I like the hats. I thought about selling the hats, but I kind of really like the hats. In fact, I got a hat on right now. And I'll tell you, last year, every hat I got out of there, I ended up giving them away to friends. I kept this one and I kept the Yankees hat. And now I wish I kept more of them because, again, they're damn nice hats. I got this. And, I got this for 2 reasons. Well, I got this for many reasons. This is the Labubu's. Labubu. I have no idea what they are. Well, I do, but I don't. I got these for my daughter and my son. I think they would enjoy them. I also got them because clearly I'm a gambler and I thought I'd chase the chase. But it also reminds me, this is the future, guys. I don't know if this is good or bad, but this is a mystery box from a toy company for children. Very similar to sports cards chasing, right? I mean, I could see putting this in a break, dude. I don't know how, but I could see you putting that in the breaks in the future. A lot of great stuff, a lot of great research, conversations about Fanatics Live, about platform selling. Really great business opportunity here too for me. Working in sports card breaking and doing more and more in sports cards in general. Just a lot of great networking. I'll just mention that on the side, not really important, but that's something that I got out of this that I don't think like your regular person would have gotten into. I talked about lines, talked about the SQL drop. Other exclusives, I kind of went over those with the hats and the Labubus. Oh, here's some insights. Influencers. Let me tell you, this event was packed. I mean, there were a lot of people there. I walked around for the last 2 days, and I only saw a few people that I recognized. There were a lot of influencers here that I have not seen at all. For example, I have not seen, what's the guy's name? Damn it, just slipped my mind. It'll come back to me later on. But anyway, there's a lot of people I haven't seen. And part of that is there's so many people. And there's what I'm going to call A-list influencers here. And what I mean by that, we're talking there's some big freaking podcasters and social media people and TikTok people with lots and lots of followers. So you could definitely put Livy Dunn in that arena, right? When Livy Dunn goes into a room, a swarm goes with her. When a sports card influencer goes in a room, no one cares. No one cares. I mean, you'll see some influence. I guess a card collector too definitely has a big presence, but not as big at this event. He's a minor celebrity here, right? Very, very minor, in a good way, minor. But it's just amazing to see that contrast, right? We're like in our sports card world, when you go to the National and you see Jeff Wilson, he's the biggest name there, right? As far as influence and reach or whatever it is. And then you're going to have other influencers there. And you're like, oh, you know, I met Sports Car Dad, right? Or I met Neo. Those are big influencers at the national. Here, it's just a totally different world. And that's why, again, say you can't compare the two. These National and Fanatics Fest are two different events. Stop comparing two. I also heard somebody say, you think Fanatics is going to buy the National? No. Why would Fanatics buy the National? They have no interest in the National. They really don't. They want to do a fest, and they use the card show to help fund it, right? To help bring traffic, to help build on their hobby. And it's really interesting. I'll kind of go on a side note. As a Fanatics Live breaker, we got access to the breaking area, but they charged us for it, right? It wasn't like they gave it to you for free. I wonder, I'm assuming Whatnot does that too at the National. I'm assuming they're charging the breakers, but it wasn't like they're promoting us by being there. You know, you pay to play type of thing. And I think they do that with all the sports card world. The sports card world is paying to get access to the Fanatics Fest world, right? I heard last year, in fact, you have Canes here, you had Dick's here. These are big companies paying big money to be here. By the way, real quickly, Canes was phenomenal. Canes was giving away free chicken, free lemonade all day long, both days. Just absolutely crazy. You can wait in line, it's long lines, but you can wait in line, get free chicken, free lemonade. Just an unbelievable event. I will do it. This video is not to give justice as to tell you all the wonderful things that are going on. What really I enjoyed was the rushes. When you see people, you can walk them through, and all of a sudden you see a crowd of people. And the bigger the crowd, the bigger celebrity. The bigger the crowd was moving, the faster it was, the bigger the celebrity. I was close to as close as his laptop is, as Travis Scott walked by me. But there were people draped over him like he was the president protecting him from snipers. It was very peculiar. Like, that was weird to me. Other ones would walk by, were giving high fives, signing stuff for kids. I love that too. Like, you did see, I think Tom Brady was signing for kids. James Harden was signing for kids. Another thing I'll quickly mention, you could tell the athletes were enjoying Fanatics Fest. Like, I could see in the future athletes actually wanting to attend Fanatics Fest, where I think last year and this year and probably next year and probably the future, they're going to be paid. They're going to be like a contract. Hey, you got to go to Fanatics Fest, right? It's going to be something on their list. But I can also see in the future, they're going to be like, I want to go to Fanatics Fest. I want some passes for my family. Like, I think this thing's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes. Real quickly, one of my business partner, Gary, did get into the 40/40 Club. That was pretty cool. He shared some videos with us, talked about going into that. And I'm not going to give any secrets away here, but very, very cozy bar-like environment that was packed for celebrities to hang out, network, talk, whatever. And again, there were a lot of non-celebrities, like people he didn't recognize were in there. But that atmosphere where you can tell a celebrity, look, I want you to come to this wonderful event and we can protect you so you don't have to worry about being mobbed, but you can enjoy the people. That is as big. In fact, one of the reasons I got the Labobos is I saw Alexis Bliss, who was a very, very short woman. I saw Alexis Bliss, and she had a little boo-boo. And I thought to myself, this is what's fueling this, man. It's this pop culture. People are seeing this. They want to, participate. That is why they're like, people will talk about, it's a Fanatics Fest when Tom Brady and Eli Manning were wrestling on the WWE stage. Those are cool stories, guys. I don't know. I had a great time. I really freaking have had a great time. I did not, I got the pass on the VIP. I did not get the bag. The bag is awesome. They gave you shirts and a hat and all sorts of tchotchkes. I think they gave you fan credit. Oh, that reminds me. They were giving away free break credit in the sense of Fanatics Cash. If you rolled this little, the big wheel, right, you get $25 to $500 in Fanatics Cash, which again is break credit on Fanatics Live platform, or you can use it for gambling. Yeah, I said gambling on that Sportsbook Live app. Sportsbook Live app. Just a great time. Last year, it's funny. Last year, I remember going to Topps Digital and I got free gems. This year, I got fan cash. Today is Sunday. I am here till late tonight and I take a train out of here. So I'm going to check out around noonish, put my bags away, go down to the show and just hang out the rest of the day. Just talking to people, meeting people until it shuts down. Then I'm going to go grab dinner and wait for my train home, and really, really excited. I'll put together some more content, probably go live. I can't see chat, so I hope there's people out there. I'll check to make sure people can hear this video. But I'll probably go live maybe tomorrow or Tuesday and just talk more about it. Great time, man. Great time. What else am I forgetting? I have so many stupid little cool things here. giving out free drinks. Oh, here's a cool card. Look at this. I picked this up. This is a Japanese graded Pokemon card. I love the slab there. It's like a piece of metal, and then on the back, it has the grade and a barcode. I just found that very cool. I like different slabs. I thought this would be a nice one for my slab PC. And then the card's gorgeous to me. So pick that up. I think that was my only singles pickup. I'm definitely not a singles buyer. I was taking a friend around looking at singles, and my God, singles are ridiculous. I was trying to explain to him that back in the day, Kobe Bryant, like I'm talking the day, as in like it's 2017, 18. Kobe Bryant's autograph was like a couple $100. If you pulled it, it was a couple $100. It was worth money, but it was not worth a ton of money. The reason for that at the time is that Kobe was a Panini athlete. I mean, he signed a lot for Panini. In fact, he signed so much he made his own set for Panini. And that set at the time did not do as well as the Eminence set did before. Like he was just pumping out the Kobe Bryant autos, and that horrible accident happened, and then they skyrocketed. In fact, I'll say that because there are a lot of sealed products from Panini that have Kobe autos in them. And they were not considered the chase at the time. They were, just considered kind of they were the vet auto you got, and you were disappointed. Oh man, another Kobe auto. So it's really interesting to see the times change. I don't think I have anything else to talk about right now. I don't think I have anything else to show. Oh, I did drop off cards for grading. I'm sorry, not for grading. Not for grading. I picked up cards I'm gonna get for graded. In fact, here's a couple things I got. I met Gary V. I got him to sign this V Friends pack. You're gonna get that slabbed up. You could not see GC does not slab. They do not slab packs. And then I got this 2 Ziggy Gary V. I thought I like that, because this one I'm not going to sell. This is a me. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate you all. I really do. You inspire me.